Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Francisca Brackin John. For those who are new here, welcome, and those who have been with me for a while, welcome back, right? So the message that the Lord wanted me was to release today was something that I watched last night, and He gave me a message through it, and it was the story of Medusa. Now, I don't really like to watch these kind of things because I believe in one God, and they're talking about goddess back then and the Greek god and all these kind of things. But He told me was to watch it. And when I watched it, I saw Medusa. And when I saw Medusa, the story goes on to say Medusa was faithful to one of, I don't know which one of the goddess, but she was faithful to one of them, and she was in the temple, and she was a virgin at the time, and one of the priestess and a virgin. And they say that she was really, really beautiful. And the god of the sea came about, and when he came up from out of the sea, he saw Medusa, and he forced himself on Medusa, and got Medusa pregnant. And Medusa came back to the same goddess that she was faithful to and told her what had happened. And instead of her meeting Medusa with mercy or with pity or whatever it is, she decided was to do Medusa evil, and she turned her into this hideous creature. And you see Medusa going on to being hateful because she could not be close to any man without turning them to stone and everything, and she become evil, right? And the Lord began to talk to me through that story, and He said, some of you all have been like Medusa. And I said, what does that exactly mean? And He said, something happened to you beyond your control. Beyond your control. If you're hearing anything, it's noise in the background, I'm in the center, right? So something happened to you beyond your control. And when that happened to you beyond your control, He said, what happened to you beyond your control now? He said, someone forced themselves, and I mean forced themselves, they forced themselves onto you, force themselves or make it look like if whoever they force their self upon you. And when they force their self upon you now, something got produced from that. It's like someone got close to you and try. He said it's like someone who love you, and they try to get close to you now and force themselves upon you. Like you ever you're with somebody and they don't want someone, and they still trying. Is like that, right? And He said, what happened now? He said, based on that, something got produced from it, right? And that thing that got produced from it, or wherever it is, now the one that you're faithful to is not going to believe that you're faithful to them based on the appearance of what this person who forced themselves onto you make it look like. And something come out from that whole picture that wasn't something that you were in control of or whatever, but someone made it look like that. And now something come from that, and it poisoned the mind of the person that you were committed to. And He said, what happened against you? And He said, many of you all have turned like Medusa, and because this person that you were faithful to did not listen to you or wasn't empathetic with you or whatever reason, and put you down, instead you run to them, and instead they be of empathetic ears and know that you have gone through something, and this was not your fault or whatever it is, and something that happened through someone forcing themselves on you. He sat out, and I'm not talking about rape here, please understand that. I'm talking about someone who is like, you don't want that person or whatever it is, and they try now, and now it looked like if you were doing something with them, and something come forth from out of that, a rumor or a talk come forth from out of that, and you went back to that faithful person, and they say to themselves, instead of showing you pity, they believed they want to they hate you or they despise you. And He said, some of you all will think to yourself based on this that you have been faithful, and yet still this person hates you and they despise you. And He said, now some of you all he said don't be like Medusa and turn cold-hearted because you have been faithful and honest with this person, and based on something that was out of your control. And please go and watch it. I don't really promote these things, but go and watch it because I believe in one God. Something out of your control produce or come forward, and Yeah. And he said, now some of you all are, this is when you get women that they don't want, because I was faithful to this person and someone set me up, or whatever it is a setup thing, set me up, and this happened now, or whatever it is, and the person didn't believe me and they despise me, or whatever it is. And this is when you start to get women who hate all men. And he said, for the Medusas out there that hate, that hatred for men and hatred for men, or wherever it is, he said, do not turn like Medusa and become cold-hearted, because you were committed and you were good, and someone forced themselves upon you and caused you to lose the person that you were loyal to. He said, do not, he said, in this time you have to sacrifice Medusa, right? So anyway, this video from now, I'm going to stop there. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. Bye, guys.